Welcome back to Fordham Live. Today, we are going to play a little game called Nailed It or Not, in which I rate past celebrity Halloween costumes for their effort and their execution. Don't worry, I know a thing or two about costumes. I'm dressed as a bunny tonight, and I've definitely got a few wigs ready for this Halloween weekend, so I'm more than qualified to be making these judgments. Let's get started. Starting off strong, we have Chrissy Teigen dressed as Guy Fieri. My immediate first impression is that the effort is absolutely there. Not to mention, her execution was perfect. She looks like she's ready to take us to Flavortown. This costume is a personal favorite of mine, definitely one of the best outfits we saw last Halloween. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. Up next, we have Sophia Richie and Scott Disick. Now, I'm a big Scott Disick fan, but I'm not going to let that influence my opinion today. I think this costume was bad. They claim to be dressed as vintage Barbie and Ken dolls, but they look like they forgot to get a costume and threw on some last-minute clothes they found in their closet. I just think that if you're planning on dressing up and posting your costume everywhere, it better at least be good. I think this costume could have been good, but the execution was awful. I give it a 2 out of 10. Our next celebrities are Dax Shepard and Kristen Bell. Immediately, I can say I'm not a fan. I know what you're thinking. Grace, why? They're in full costumes, wigs, and beards. What more do you want from them? Well, I'll tell you what I want. It's simple. I want them to not mix holidays. You might think I'm being nitpicky, but I can't stand when people dress as other holidays for Halloween. I mean, it's called Halloween for a reason. Leave the Christmas outfits for December and maybe try something a little more Halloween-y. I'll be generous with my rating and give this costume a 4 out of 10. Our final costume is Lady Gaga dressed as a ghost. Although she didn't put much effort into the costume, it's simple and classic. For some reason, I can't help but love it. Lady Gaga's the queen of costumes. Remember the meat dress? So I can't blame her for taking a day off and choosing something a little more simple than her usual extravagant attire. Surprisingly, I give this costume a 7 out of 10. Thanks for playing Nailed It or Not with me. I can't wait to see what costumes this Halloween brings for us, and more importantly, I can't wait to rate them. We've got a commercial break up next, but right after, Martha Stewart will show us what food she recommends for a perfect Halloween party. See you next week!